Hello trade pros. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to start trading while working a full-time day job. This is very important because I'm going to share with you 5 steps that you could take to become profitable and successful as a day trader around your schedule, as well as what markets you should trade to have the best success and the best opportunity to capture consistent and regular profits as a trader. This isn't about changing yourself to adapt to the market. This is all about adapting the market to your lifestyle and your schedule to live your dream. Enjoy the video. I went in here and I said, what are 5 steps that if I had to write down and give advice to anybody, what are 5 steps for somebody who's looking to start trading with a full-time job? Step number 1, I would sit down and look at your schedule and ask yourself, what are 2 to 3 hours a day that I could commit to trading? All right. It's more oriented towards futures, Roberto. It's actually entirely futures. We're not going to be trading any stocks. Stock trading is a lot of capital. Good question. It's a lot of capital. It's not efficient use of capital. The taxation for stocks is much higher. I would probably have to owe my government about $30,000 more this year if I traded stocks than I did futures. Futures are taxed a little bit more preferential, and you don't have to have $25,000 to trade futures if you're in the U.S. You could do it with a starting capital of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, whatever you want. In fact, if you have $1 million and you come to me and say, I want a day trade, I'm going to tell you to start with $5,000. You park that $995,000. Let's start with 5 because you have $1 million in your account doesn't make you a better trader. It hasn't given you the right to trade like $1 million trader. You earn that right. You earn that badge. You start at the beginning with everyone else. So, and this isn't, Roberto, this isn't aimed towards you. I just know that when somebody asks a question, there's others wondering. That's a good question. We focus on futures for those reasons. I like to kind of give you the answer and tell you why it's the answer as well. I hope you didn't take that the wrong way, Roberto. I'm sure you didn't. I'm energetic. I'm fired up here. All right. Pick 2 to 3 hours a day that you can commit to trading. And that's what I would start out with. So maybe ask yourself, when do I come home? You know, when I put the kids to bed, make dinner, whatever it is, clean up, whatever you have to do, that's okay. You don't have to change your schedule to trade. You have to just find 2 to 3 hours a day that you can commit to trading. All right. And from there, you got to ask yourself, you know, what time is that in the Eastern Standard Time? Why Eastern? Because I just put that together for you right there. You don't have to convert it, but which market am I catching? Because these are the hours in EST. And then you ask yourself, all right, what market is active during these times? That's the right question to ask. I have a lot of emails. I can show them to you. People say, well, what market's the best? I like to trade Forex. Do you do Forex? No, I don't. All right, well, I don't see any value in the course, and they leave. But the question is, why do you want to do Forex? Is that what you like, or is that what's active? Is that where the opportunity is? And I think in trading, the quicker that we give up the idea of liking something and being right and finding our own way and having a more open mind, the quicker we start to move towards success. I found that to be true over hundreds of thousands of people I've worked with and taught. I haven't worked with hundreds of thousands. I've taught hundreds of thousands and worked with thousands, literally thousands of advisors coast to coast here in Canada and retail traders. All right, so what are the market characteristics of that market? That's the next thing you would ask. And then say, all right, based on these 4 questions, what is the product I'm actually going to trade? And I'm going to do some research for you guys and give you some numbers. The numbers don't lie. I sat here and I crunched some numbers. What I did was I gathered some data from 6 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern time zone. And I said, I'm just going to look at these 3 hours. Is it possible for 3 hours a day to earn a full-time income? And I'm going to ask you guys this. I will not mention your names. Feel free to, I respect your privacy, but feel free to throw out a number. How much money do you guys want to make a year? What's your goal? I'd love to know this. 200,000 Canadian. All right, let's use that number. 50,000, 500,000, 100,000, 15,000. Geez, you could be doing that right now. Hold on a moment. The screen just flipped. All right, let's say $200,000. Let's say we're not looking here to live a life that we already kind of live. We're looking to live the best life that we can in freedom, right? So let's say we make $200,000. So $200,000 a year. All right, there's about 220 days, calendar days that you could trade. Let's just call it 200 to make it easy. All right, you're looking for $1,000 return a day from the market. All right, that's not nuts. Okay, just remember that figure. $1,000 is your target. 20 20K per month. There you go. You guys are all around the same range. That's really cool. 300K. I saw someone said a million. It's all possible. I wrote on the piece of paper this today. I wrote a number. I said I'm going to make this much money by the end of December 2017. I wrote that in March. And I kid you not, I look at that piece of paper every single morning, and I'm about $6,000 from finishing at that number this year. Step number one is saying what you want and making it happen. Remember, if you say it, you create it. So that's why I wanted you guys to put that in paper, because you've just created a contract with yourself. All right, $2,000 a month would be fantastic. That's $2,000 a month. It's $100 a day. Are you in for a treat? Look at this. So I pulled the data and I said, can I give you guys an opportunity to make this kind of money just trading after your work is done? Can you make more from your job than actually working at your job? And then I found some average movement size. I applied some opportunity metrics to it. Now I'm going to present that data to you. All right. The results are pretty encouraging. Here's what I did. This is for a one lot trader. This would require no more than a $2,000 trading account in US dollars to provide these kind of returns. This is the opportunity. On the S&P 500, all right, the range moves about $196 from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern. So basically, I won't get into the math, but the math is it's points times the contract size times contracts, blah, blah. But this one single contract moves $196 in a range from top to bottom from 6 to 9. If you just capture 80% of that range, it's $157. If you just capture 50%, half of the range, which is probably more realistic, I wouldn't say anyone's going in for a maximum opportunity 100% range. It's just not possible. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just silence my phone. But if you go 50% of the range, that's totally possible. There's a $98 opportunity with $2,000. In fact, you could do this with just $500 of margin. I wouldn't suggest it. Say start with $2,000 to $3,000 in the account in order to shoot for a 98. All right, I got a guy in here who's taking the course who's now aiming for $100 a day, and I told him, guess what? If you can make $100 a day, what do? You buy 2 contracts. You make $200 a day. All right, you start making $200 a day consistently. What do? You buy 4 contracts. You make $400 a day. And by the time you scale up with your comfort, as your comfort increases, your account size and your trading size increases. You don't just start and say, like, that's the $1 million guy that came up to me and said, I got $1 million, so that means I could trade 50 lots. You trade 50 lots, you have no right trading 50 lots. You're going to get just absolutely destroyed out there. Save your money. Start with 5,000, trade a 1 lot. Start at the beginning. Start like you don't have $1 million, because if you start with 1 million, you just might not have that $1 million. And go for a small amount. Increase the size of your position. Number one biggest mistake new traders make, they look for big moves. How can I make money on a massive move? You don't need a massive move. You need a small, high probability move that you could leverage size on. And with as little as a $5,000 account, listen, this sounds ridiculous. I get it. With as little as $5,000 capital, I would never recommend you leverage this heavily. I'd recommend probably at least 10K at that point. You're going to be able to make $1,000 a day trading 6 to 9 p.m. just trading at one single product. Absolutely, Huey, you could divide it. Right? That's the power of this stuff. Well, then I pulled another product. I said, look, let's look at oil. How much could you do on oil? Oil's opportunity is $90 from 6 to 9 p.m. So with 6 to 9 p.m., the evening trading, you could make $90 with 1 contract. Small amount, small capital. 2 contracts, $180. You do $90 a day for a month. Guess what? You got confidence. You've earned a stripe. Go 2 lots. Now you go 180. This is just a starting point. If you want to make $1,000 a day, you don't start by making $1,000 a day. You guys agree, right? You get that. You go 90. You go 200, 350, 450. Earn the right to be $1,000 a day trader. Don't start there. I don't care what anyone tells you. If they tell you, yeah, you could start to make $1,000 a day right away, they're wrong. They're lying to you. You can't. It's not possible. Psychologically, you're just going to collapse in on your own self. 6E, this is the euro, $100 a day range. 6J, 50% of the range, 138. All right, so here's the math that I did. If you had 1 contract of each, which would require about a $4,000 account, you do $426 a day. Opportunity at 50% of the range. All right, on average about $100 if you could only do 1 contract. Now, isn't it funny How we just went from starting out of saying, oh my gosh, I can't do this because, and now do you feel the opportunity? Are you starting to get excited? This is why I kind of led you through this webinar, this sequence, because it is possible. I'm not going to lie to you and say, hey, this is easy work, right? You're going to have to go out there and you're going to have to fight to get that money. But the beautiful thing about this industry is the following. When you start to work at a 9 to 5, what does your boss do? They say, if you do this work and you do great, we'll give you a raise. You do the work and guess what they say? Well, this quarter's not looking so good. The financial projections, I don't know how it's going to go. And then the executives are going out for like $1,000 dinners. You're like, what happened? I thought I was going to get that bonus. Well, you didn't because they got it. How about next quarter, Johnny? Next quarter, we'll talk about it. They dangle that carrot just enough to keep you needing a job and just enough to think you're going to get it. And they just string you along just enough until you're about to snap before they give you what you want. All right? Now, because we want out of this lifestyle, and I was stuck in that same situation, because we want out of this lifestyle, we want to go from here, from 0 to 100. And I don't know if anyone listens to hip hop here, but as Drake would say it real quick, 0 to 100. We just want to explode from this job to making millions a year. That ain't going to happen. Anyone that sells you this kind of dream in trading is lying to you. Here's the reality of the situation. It will take you a lot longer of time. In fact, you might even start negative. It'll take you longer to break even than you ever thought it was going to be possible. You might say this is only going to be a week. If I find the right strategy, it's only going to be a week. That's because you're living in effect. When you start living a cause, you realize it'll take you longer to actually break even. But when you hit the break even point, going from $100 a night to $1,000 a night to $5,000 a night literally is a trajectory that's unimaginable. The only thing that will stop you is your own psychology. You hit your own limit, your psychological limit. There's traders in the trading room that we run daily that make more money than me, and I'm super happy about it. I'm just like, good job, guys. Keep getting that money. That's what we're here for. So what I'm telling you is this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's possible. You're going to have to grind it out a little bit longer than you thought, but then the trajectory is upwards. The good news is you're not alone. We're going to do it together. What do you need? You need a good education. More than that, though, you need the right software, the right tools, and the most important of these three is having a trading community. Real learning happens when you actually teach somebody. Did you know that? Everyone wants to just pull data from people, and when they get it, they hoard it. Like, yeah, I know all this stuff I'm not going to share with anyone, but actually sharing the data is what makes you learn it. In our community, you get to learn from others that are better traders than you, and you get to help others that maybe aren't. That's what you call community learning. That's what I've created. That was my dream behind TRADEPRO Academy.
All right, and there you have it. From January 8th to January 11th of 2018, we're going to be teaching the live day trading course in the evening every single day from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you have a day job and you want to attend live and watch how we trade in the evening markets, you could sign up still. You have the opportunity to join us in this live and very interactive training. It's part of the Day Trader and Elite packages. Visit the link below and we'd love to see you in our trading room. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe for a lot more great content on how to become a successful and consistent trader. Take care and have yourselves a great day.